To keep your advisor hat on and to keep along that theme of Australia leveraging its national power in the United States in both of our interests, how are you, in your role as senior advisor, advising President Biden in this moment? What do you think he should do?
Well, I think I would be advising President Biden to think about the deep interests of the United States. And to give a lot of contemplation to that. I think that he ought set to one side the interests of the Democrat Party and certainly set to one side his own personal interest. I think the United States at the moment needs a high-functioning, deeply engaged president who has the authority to bring the people with him in addressing these very deep fault lines that are pulling America down right at the moment. The most dangerous thing, as we know from history, the most dangerous thing confronting any state is not actually being beaten by an enemy. The most dangerous thing confronting any state is falling apart. It is internal cancer which kills it. Germany was defeated in 2 wars, and look at it now. Japan was defeated in 1 massive war. It had 2 nuclear weapons dropped on it. And look at it now. Russia, it fell apart in 1918. Germany, the Kaiser, fell apart in 1918. And they collapsed internally. And that's what the United States at the moment is looking at. That's why it is such a dangerous time for America. It's got economic fault lines, it's got race fault lines, it's got political fault lines, it's got religious fault lines, it's got other ethnic fault lines. It's got very deep cultural fault lines now. And a person of authority needs to deal with those. And I think it's a big ask of a president who's in his 9th decade to try to deal with those sorts of problems, or even a president who's in his 8th decade. I think these are matters for people with high levels of energy and high levels of intellect, and that's the challenge for the 2 parties in the United States, to find those people. They're there. You and I both know, Emma, that the United States is a supremely endowed country, and it is supremely endowed with people. Brilliant people. Immensely capable, immensely imaginative. They're there, but they've got to be dug out and put in position. And it's hard to imagine that President Biden's able to do that. So I think President Biden should do a Jimmy Carter. Mm-hmm. Go off and have a peaceful, calm retirement, enjoying his peanut paste on toast.
Allan, it's perhaps unfair of me to ask you this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Who do you think it could be?
I don't know. I don't know who it's going to be. There are some candidates, and it really depends on how Biden were to exit. Now, I don't want to dream up scenarios, but there is a scenario where Kamala Harris would immediately become the leader of the United States, and you can't discount that. I mean, statistically, you can't discount it at all. And so it is quite possible that Kamala Harris could go into the next election as the leader of the Democrats. But equally, the Democrat convention hasn't been held yet. It would be possible for Biden to take my advice to at least invest in enjoying peanut butter on toast and make space for the Democrat Party to choose somebody, particularly with not a condition as much as a desideratum, that it choose a party with somebody who's still got the energy and the ability to lead, and not to say, well, it's Bernie Sanders' time. It's not the time of any old person to lead the United States. Its problems are too serious. And I just think that the president would be making a generous and noble act in the interest of the United States to step aside.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to keep up to date with all our latest research and work, sign up to our newsletter. Delivered every fortnight, it includes behind-the-scenes updates from Richard Dennis, an exclusive cartoon from Judy Horacek, details for our upcoming events and webinars, as well as explainers, graphs, and not to mention the latest cutting-edge research and analysis from the team here on the key issues that are facing Australia. Click the button on your screen to check it out.